We're going through the new patient orientation. And remember, have we always have all our information and all our forms on our Back to Life Chiropractic KY.com. So remember all these, we just take our big workshops and break them up. If you ever have a workshop for your work or for your group, you can always contact us in the contact forms in the Back to Life Chiropractic website for the 5-minute workshop series. So we're going to do 5 minutes on the new patient orientation. We just finished up with how you get subluxated. So here we go. Start the timer. So what's next? Lifestyle changes. Why? So why do you need to make lifestyle changes to hold subluxations? Because we learned about subluxations and what causes them. But, stress happens. So stress is your body is programmed to respond to any perceived stress, very predictable and consistent way. So it doesn't really matter if it's perceived stress or real stress, your body reacts in a certain way. We're going to go through that. It's just what happens every single time. So if you can figure out how the stress cycle works, then you can make lifestyle changes in order to start to remove it, stop the stress cycle, to reduce all these things that we're going to get ready to go through here. So let's move on. So this is when you perceive a stress, doesn't matter what kind of stress it is, as long as your body perceives a stress, then this sympathetic flight-fight portion of the nervous system is stimulated. So it gets revved up, edging, inability to relax, sleep, constriction of the arteries, increased heart rate, and blood pressure. So like, let's say you just have any kind of stress, like I'm stressed out about work, or I'm stressed out about performing, or I'm stressed out financially, or I'm stressed out, my back hurts. You're going to get a flight-fight mechanism that your body wants to start to deal with this. So these are the things that happens. So that's the flight-fight mechanism. Next is nerve supply and blood supply to get us decreased, and to the periphery is increased. So symptoms are decreased digestion, acid reflux, bloating, constipation, irritable bowel. So next is the nervous system decreases reproductive hormone. So you'll get sexual dysfunction, lack of drive. The pituitary decreases, so inability to build muscle. The adrenal glands release adrenaline, epinephrine, and cortisol. So you get increased blood sugar, hypoglycemia, and diabetes. So then your cortisol causes the liver to reduce HDLs, which is good cholesterol, and increase LDLs, which is bad cholesterol. So symptoms are high cholesterol, increased cardiac risk factors. This increases cravings for sugar and for fatty foods. So then the next part of the stress cycle is your adrenal hormones stimulate the amygdala, which is the emotional center of the brain, to call on previous memory. So at the same time, logical thinking centers are inhibited. So you have difficulty remembering, learning new information. Cells of the hippocampus have actually been shown to shrink. So it's hard to remember numbers and names. The next is adrenal hormones increase senses of touch, smell, hearing, and sight. So you become easily distracted, poor attention, increased sensitivity, and heightened pain perception. For example, fibromyalgia. So the flight-fight response will also result in decreased sleep. Shortening even one night's sleep of 4 hours causes a significant reduction in insulin receptor sensitivity. So chronically, this reaction, coupled with high blood sugar, leads to type 2 diabetes, syndrome X, heart disease, obesity, cancer, and chronic fatigue. In short-term stress, serotonin would be released to inhibit the release of non-adrenaline to help stop the stress response. However, in chronic stress, serotonin production cannot keep up, resulting in depression, fatigue, and trouble sleeping. Okay. The bad news, as these pathways are fired in the spinal cord and brain, the body becomes more efficient at processing them, neuroplasticity, so allowing you to move into stress physiology more quickly and effectively. And so then this just gets to be, and the process becomes very habitual and just gets, it doesn't take very much to get the stress cycle going again. So the good news is the stress response can be shut off by making lifestyle changes. So we will show you how proper lifestyle based on the principles of Back to Life Chiropractic connecting to wellness programs can help you. So just in short synopsis, What happens when we are stressed? So the good is you get burst of energy, heightened memory function, burst of increased immunity, lower sensitivity to pain. But the bad thing is if you don't stop this cascade of stress, the bad is you get impaired cognitive performance, suppressed thyroid function, blood sugar imbalance, decreased bone density, high blood pressure, lowered immunity, and increased abdominal fat, so visceral adipose tissue, which is actually an endocrine system that produces estrogen, all kinds of clotting factors, and stuff like that. So the big question is, how do we know if you have subluxations that could be affecting your health, and what lifestyle changes do we need to work on? So one of the nice things at Back to Life is, so there's our time for today. So remember you can always, let's see here. There we go. So there we go. So remember, all our information is on the Back to Life chiropractic system. The Back to Life system actually has all the lifestyle changes and the scores and the worksheets that you need to do to stop the stress cycle. So we'll see you next time.